The Rat's Daughter. Once upon a time in Japan, there were two well-bred rats who lived in a burrow beneath a fine house surrounded by an old wall. These two rats had the most beautiful daughter in all the rat world. Not only did her fur shine like satin and her teeth glow like pearls, but she was talented in all the most refined rat arts, such as gnawing through walls and picking through garbage for morsels of food. When she was old enough to be married, her parents started looking around for a suitable husband. There was already a handsome young rat who'd been paying their daughter close attention, and the father rat thought he was the perfect choice.
Why look any further, my dear? He's polite, kind, and comes from an excellent family.
But the mother rat had different ideas. Oh my goodness, no! Our daughter is far too beautiful and talented and perfect to be married to any mere rat. The father was taken aback.
But, darling, if not a rat, whom should she marry?
The mother rat thought deeply. Since our daughter is beyond anyone else on earth, she should marry the most powerful being there is, the sun! The father rat decided it was best not to argue.
Oh yes, the sun. Why didn't I think of that?
The next day, the rats dressed up in their finest clothes and took their daughter off to visit the sun. Noble King Sun, we offer you the paw of our daughter in marriage, since she is beyond compare and you are the most powerful being there is. The sun beamed down upon the rats and said that he felt deeply honoured.
However, I am not the most powerful being. There is someone else who puts me in the shade quite frequently. Look.
At that moment, a cloud drifted across the sun's face, blotting out his rays completely. Seeing this, the mother rat turned to her husband. Well, in that case, we must talk to the cloud, of course.
Yes, dear, of course.
So the three rats went over to the cloud and repeated their marriage proposal. The cloud billowed proudly, but said he could not accept their offer either. Much as I would love to marry your daughter, there is someone even more powerful than I. And here he comes now, so hold on! There was a sudden blast of wind which sent the rats tumbling and the cloud scudding away across the sky. The mother rat quickly got back on her feet. How foolish we've been! The wind is more powerful than a silly cloud. Our daughter must marry the wind! So the three rats set off to visit the wind, who lived at the top of a snow-capped mountain inside a cold, drafty cave. The wind puffed and blew uncomfortably, showering them with flakes of snow. I'm afraid I have to admit that I am not the most powerful being either. See that old wall down there, the one around that fine house? The rats peered down, and way below they could see the house where they lived and the wall surrounding it. Well, I've been trying to blow that wall down for centuries, but it's still there. That's who your daughter should marry. Grateful to have found a match for their daughter at last, the rats headed home to talk to the wall. They were in the midst of making their marriage offer when suddenly their daughter burst into tears.
Oh, Mother, I can't marry an old wall. I would have married the sun, or the cloud, or the wind because you wished it. But that wall is cold and hard and older than my grandfather. Besides, I've loved that handsome young rat all along.
The mother rat looked at the father rat and both wondered what to do now. Then the old wall spoke up.
As it happens, I am not the most powerful being anyway. See those deep holes in me? They were made by creatures even I cannot resist. They were made by rats.
The rats were overjoyed to discover that in fact they were the most powerful beings of all. So the very next day, their daughter was married to the handsome young rat in one of the grandest rat weddings ever seen in the rat world. And the two of them lived happy rat lives ever after.